Hello, this is Willie from the Ozarks, and it's April the 18th, and we're ready for Lesson 108 in A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students. Lesson 108, to give and to receive are one in truth. To give and to receive are one in truth. Remember, day before yesterday, we asked the question in our lesson, I will be still and listen to the truth. What does it mean to give and to receive? Well, we were supposed to ask that question in preparation because now we're going to be spending a lesson looking at the similarity or the connection between giving and receiving. To give and to receive are one in truth. Before we read that lesson, let's talk just a moment about yesterday's lesson. Truth will correct all errors in my mind. As I was signing off yesterday, I said, truth will correct all errors. And I didn't even say in my mind. So, and I will rest in him who is myself. I want to kind of go through a few things in the second paragraph. Can you imagine what a state of mind without illusions is, how it would feel? And remember how he talked about it? Find that little moment where you felt safe, secure, and peaceful and happy, and then extend it to the end of time and forever. And then multiply that times 100, and then 100 more. And then you have just the faintest intimation of how it feels when the truth has come. When without illusions, there could be no fear, no doubt, and no attack. Remember, he says, can you imagine what a state of mind? And then he says, without illusions, there could be no fear, no doubt, and no attack. Without illusions, there could be no fear. No doubt. That the illusions that support fear and doubt, and then to protect yourself, is all the illusion that you're separate. But when the truth has come, you realize you're completely integrated with everyone and everything. Truth is everywhere, forever now. We said that. Truth is everywhere, forever now. It stays exactly as it always was, to be depended on in every need and trusted with perfect trust in all the seeming difficulties and the doubts that the appearances of the world presents engenders. I read that kind of poorly yesterday, so I'll read it again. It stays exactly as it always was, talking about truth, to be depended on in every need and trusted with a perfect trust in all the seeming difficulties and the doubts that the appearances the world presents engender. Okay, the world appears to be a world of separation, where it seems like I'm separated from you, but those are just appearances. We're recognizing we're all one. When truth has come, it harbors in its wings the gift of perfect constancy and love, which does not falter in the face of pain, but looks beyond it, steadily and sure. Here is the gift of healing, for the truth needs no defense, and therefore no attack is possible. So isn't all sickness conceived of in the concept of attack, vulnerability, defending ourselves? But the gift of healing lies in our lesson. Truth will correct all errors. It stands in open light, in obvious accessibility. It's the truth. It is impossible that anyone could seek it truly and would not succeed in finding it. Okay? It is impossible that anyone could seek it truly and would not succeed in their seeking. So are we being honest with ourselves? You were not meant to suffer and to die. Your Father wills these dreams be gone. He doesn't want us to die or to suffer pain. He wants these dreams to be gone. Let truth correct them all. We do not ask for what we do not have. We merely ask for what belongs to us, that we may recognize it as our own. We just want to know who we are. Self-realization. Today we practice on the happy note of certainty that has been born of truth. The shaky and unsteady footsteps of illusion is not our approach today. We are as certain of success as we are sure we live and hope and breathe and think. We're as certain of success we are as sure that we live and hope and breathe and think. We will have success as much as we have those four things. We do not doubt. We walk with truth today. Begin by asking him who goes with you upon this undertaking that he be in your awareness as you go with him. Or did you ask that your higher self that's one with God leads you, that you rest in him? You're not made of flesh and blood and bone, but were created by the self-same thought which gave the gift of life to your higher self, to him as well. He is your brother, and so like to you, your Father knows that you are both the same. It is yourself you ask to go with you. And how could he be absent where you are? And we also can learn to see ourselves and our brothers. Truth will correct all errors in your mind, which tell you you could be apart from him. You speak of him today and make your pledge to let his function be fulfilled through you. To share his function is to share his joy. His confidence is with you as you say, truth will correct all errors in my mind, and I will rest in him who is myself. Did you do that and get a real sense of connecting with your true self? Then let him, your true self, God's self, lead you gently to the truth, which will envelop you and give you peace so deep and tranquil that you will return to the familiar world reluctantly. And then it says that for you will bring with you the promise of the changes which the truth that goes with you will carry to the world. They will increase with every gift you give of 5 small minutes, and the errors that surround the world will be corrected as you let them be corrected in your mind. So he's encouraging us to keep doing these 5-minute practices. They're making huge changes or awakenings in us. I know I read quite a bit there again, just trying to get you really seeing what there was a lot there. And we're not going to take enough the time. We could dive deep into this, but let the Holy Spirit, your higher self, lead you to understand these truths. All right. Let's just also just briefly in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 11. By faith, Sarah herself received power to conceive even when she was past the age, since she considered him faithful who had promised. Therefore, from one man, and him as good as dead, were born descendants as many as the stars of heaven, and as many as the innumerable grains of sand by the seashore. Abraham's grandchildren. Did you know that Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac was born? Sarah was 90, and she laughed and said, well, I'm not going to have a child. But she did, just as prophesied. And it says that Abraham was as good as dead. And he ended up having Isaac, and then having, through Isaac, all these children, and Esau, and through all these offspring. But what it's saying there is that they were told to do something that was outside what was normal. They were too old. But God said, you're going to do this. And he kept, year after year after year, Abraham kept saying, well, if I'm going to have children, I better hurry up and have them. And anyway, there's a whole lot to that story. But what it's trying to get us to see is that Abraham and Sarah were people that made it into the Hall of Fame, Hall of Faith, in chapter 11 of Hebrews, because of their faith, seeing the city whose builder and architect was God. Okay, this is a goji berry. I dug it up last spring. I think it was last spring, or last fall, I mean, and put it in this pot. It's come up nice. I'm getting ready to go move it. I had another one growing in the, I've got a nice big one growing, and so this one I'm going to either put it somewhere else or share it with somebody. Haven't really decided, but if I do plant it out there in my orchard, probably in a place where there's a little bit of light, where it can grow, they don't get real big, but I'll probably plant something like maybe some chives around them, maybe some flowers, maybe some parsley, because this bush will take a couple years to get really big. In the meantime, I got a lot of room around the bottom that we can grow other things. So, okay, let's go to lesson 108, to give and to receive are one in truth. Vision depends upon today's idea. The light is in it, for it reconciles all seeming opposites. You know, the day before yesterday when he said to ask how did he say to ask? What does it mean to give and to receive? I kept wanting to say, well, giving and receiving are one in truth. They're the same thing. Remember in our lesson about, how did it say it about, let me recognize my problems so they can be solved. And then let me recognize my problem has been solved. And we learned in that lesson that the problem and the answer are always connected. It seems, we think that time has to intervene and then we'll finally get the solution. But the answer is always given by God the moment there's a problem. So they're always connected. And that we need to start realizing that time is manipulable. That time is a nothing. It's a meaningless construct. And we can start realizing that whatever we want to give is the way we're going to receive it. Think of it that way. Vision depends upon today's idea. The light is in it, for it reconciles all seeming opposites. And what is light except the resolution, born of peace, of all your conflicts and mistaken thoughts into one concept, which is wholly true? No, I didn't know that, Jesus, but thank you for telling me. Even that one will disappear because the thought behind it will appear instead to take its place. And that word is capitalized, that thought. And now we are at peace forever, for the dream is over now. Paragraph 2, true light, which makes true vision possible, is not the light the body's eyes behold. True light, which makes true vision possible, is not the light the body's eyes behold. It is a state of mind which has become so unified that darkness cannot be perceived at all. And thus what is the same is seen as one, while what is not the same remains unnoticed, for it is not there. Everything is connected. This is the light which shows no opposites, and vision, being healed, has power to heal. This is the light that brings your peace of mind to other minds, to share it and be glad that they are one with you and with themselves. This is the light which heals because it brings single perception based upon one frame of reference from which one meaning comes. Let thy eye be single and thy whole body will be full of light. Remember Jesus saying that 2,000 years ago? Well, this gives us some understanding of what he was trying to explain, that we maybe weren't ready for it until these last few decades as a species. But we've got the book now and we understand it in a lot better detail. Paragraph 4, here are both giving and receiving seen as different aspects of one thought, whose truth does not depend on which it is seen as first, nor which appears to be in second place. Here it is understood that both occur together, that the thought remained complete, And in this understanding is the base on which all opposites are reconciled, because they are perceived from the same frame of reference which unifies this thought. 5. One thought, completely unified, will serve to unify all thought. This is the same as saying one correction will suffice for all correction, or that to forgive one brother wholly is enough to bring salvation to all minds. For these are but some special cases of one law, which holds for every kind of learning, if it be directed by the one who knows the truth. And the one who knows the truth, of course, is the Holy Spirit. 6. To learn that giving and receiving are the same has special usefulness, because it can be tried so easily and seen as true. Okay, special usefulness because it can be seen, or it can be tried so easily and seen as true. When this special case has proved it always works in every circumstance where it is tried, the thought behind it can be generalized to other areas of doubt and double vision. And from there it will extend and finally arrive at the one thought which underlies them all. So how are we going to practice this? Today we practice with the special case of giving and receiving. We will use this simple lesson in the obvious because it has results we cannot miss. To give is to receive. To give is to receive. Today we will attempt to offer peace to everyone and see how quickly peace returns to us. Light is tranquility, and in that peace is vision given us, and we can see. Again, light is tranquility, and in that peace is vision given us, and we can see. So if whatever we're going to offer is what we can receive. So when we offer peace of mind, we're going to receive peace of mind. And we can practice. He wants us to practice it and get a feel of it. And then he says, so we begin the practice periods with the instruction for today and say, to give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now. Then close your eyes and for 5 minutes think of what you would hold on to everyone to have it. Okay. Then close your eyes and for 5 minutes think of what you would hold out to everyone to have it yours. You might, for instance, say, to everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. To everyone I offer gentleness. Say each one slowly and then pause a while, expecting to receive the gift you gave, and it will come to you in the amount in which you gave it. You'll be the first one to feel it when you give a joy and consideration and kindness. You'll be the one feeling it, okay? To give and to receive are one in truth. We're going to try it and get good at it. You will find you have exact return, for this is what you asked. It might be helpful, too, to think of one to whom to give your gifts. He represents the others, and through him you give to all. Isn't that nice? So picture one person and give your gift of love to them. Don't let there be anybody you're unwilling to give it to, though. Practice giving it to some that maybe not have been so easy in the past. Our very simple lesson for today will teach you much. Effect and cause will be far better understood from this time on, and we will make much faster progress now. Wow, I thought we were already making pretty fast progress. Think of the exercises for today as quick advances in your learning, made still faster and more sure each time you say, to forgive, to give, and to receive are one in truth. To give and to receive are one in truth. When my kids were growing up, I wanted them to get this song, and so this message. So I just kind of picked around my guitar and had this little song, and hadn't sang it in a long time. It came back to me today, so I thought, well, shoot, I'll just play it for y'all. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I'm giving now. To everyone I offer quietness. To everyone I offer peace of mind. To everyone I offer gentleness. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I'm giving now. To everyone I offer happiness. To everyone I offer all my love. To everyone I offer a great big smile. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I'm giving now. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I'm giving now. To give and to receive are one in truth. I will receive what I am giving now.